good morning, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home. It is a beautiful Sunday morning, and I want you to walk around the garden with me. I call these sessions Sunday walkabouts. So walk with me as we go and explore my garden here in the Northeast. I am in New England, and right now the temperatures are cool. 68, maybe even 70 right now. It's just so pleasant in the garden. So let's walk around and see what's happening at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. Well, here in my garden, I've noticed that things are a little bit overgrown, and you're gonna see weeds, you're gonna see things that have just taken off, and it's because of the rains. But you're going to also see a lot of beautiful blossoms and blooms in amongst the beds. So come with me as we, just enjoy it. Good morning, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. Well, today is August 11th, and it is a beautiful Sunday morning. So we're going to do a walk with me, a walk around the garden, and enjoy this new cool weather. It actually feels cool, like a September morning. We're not asking September to come real quick, but it is amazing at how cool it is in the garden. And I believe that the annuals, the impatiens, are just loving it. It's so beautiful here. And I know that my hydrangeas back there, my mophead hydrangeas, are enjoying this cool weather too. I just love the Sunday morning in my urban English style cottage garden. It is just so nice. And the sun is about to come up because it's around 6:15 here in the garden. And it is so still. I'm in the city, so that's why you hear the airplanes occasionally, or maybe a siren or a car door slamming and so forth. But predominantly it's quiet here in the mornings. You can just hear the birds and the crickets. And that sound that you hear in the garden, as a garden that's very full of life. My husband hasn't cut the grass in a while. It's because we want to conserve the energy, the water. And it's rained. It has rained a couple of days now because of the storm. So everything is really lush and green. It's a little wild. Yes, it is. My heart is very grateful to see that we've reached this time in this year, this middle of August, and just to see the progress within the flower beds. It just makes me so excited about life and excited about my garden. To know that I could dream something, put effort into it, and see it be manifested before me in such a beautiful manner. And I know that it's not all me, that nature has had a great part in the process and has rewarded me with such a beautiful space here to live in. It's not perfect, but it is beautiful, and it's made me appreciate the wildness, just appreciate it. I don't know how else to explain it, but I just feel an appreciation and love for what I see in my heart. I can appreciate the changing of the garden for this time, and everything is not perfect and pristine because of the fact that it's August, and they have experienced the heat of the summer so far. They have experienced the rains, the feeling of growth. It's been through a lot. It's in this season, and so I am just enjoying it in the season that is in, the time that we're in, because my beautiful hydrangeas were blue like this, and now they are of this color. They're turning burgundy and having a tinge of red in them. And that tells me that autumn or fall is on its way. I'm really impressed with how this side garden is looking right now, that those impatiens are doing well. And you see those yellow flowers there? That is let me see, marsh marigold, I think. Marsh marigold. And they had been eaten by bugs last year, and I had none. And look at how they've revived and come back. I'm just impressed with that. And so that with the cardinal caladiums, I think that's what that is called, and I just put a pot in the container, and they're growing so well there. And then on this side here, you can see the impatiens hedging this border with a different type of daisy, I think. I would call it a daisy plant. And I don't know the real name for it because it was given to me as a gift. Actually, both of the yellow. And I like that, the yellow plants. And I like that it creates height and moves your eye up. And it's looking real good with the hosta. My grass is so full of weeds. Oh man. But as I said, that's part of the whole process. I am so impressed with my plum tree. I am going to have plums this year. Do you see them? This is a purple plum. Stanley, I believe it's called. It was suffering from some sort of disease. You could kind of see that here. But the plums this year were just so filled on this, full on this tree. It is beautiful to know that there's the strong possibility of getting plums. And you can see the plane there too. See? And on this side of the garden, there is this other plum tree that I have, and it is the golden plum, and you can start to see the golden plums here in the tree. And it's full as well. There's another plane. Sunday morning, people are just traveling. Let's see if I can find it. Aren't these plums beautiful? They're turning yellow and they're as sweet as ever. I got one plum last year, one plum from this tree, and this year there is the promise of so many more. Look at that. And they're low on the branch, on the tree here, as well as all the way up, and there are just plums. There's another plane. Early Sunday morning. But I am in my garden and I'm enjoying just looking at my plants because I'm anticipating the opportunity to eat them. Yes, to pick them and enjoy. My tomatoes continue to do very well here. This has just been a really good location for them. And this is supposed to be a beefsteak. And it looks like it's coming into that it truly is going to be big and beautiful. I see two of them. Yeah, this one and this one. Finally looks more hefty. I think it's because of the rain and the sun. Oh, the mosquitoes are out too. That's what you see me grabbing. And these cherry tomatoes, the sweet tomatoes. Oh, have I enjoyed them completely this year. And they are just running all over, and it's just beautiful to see them here. Finally, my pumpkin is starting to move into, looks like it's going to, hopefully I'll have pumpkins. I know this has not been the year of the pumpkin for me, not like last year. But I gotta say, I might say that it is the year of the tomato, because last year I did not have that many tomatoes at all. Look at this bee. The bees just love this plant. And because of that, I know that they will pollinate my tomatoes, and that I have a chance to get a lot of tomatoes because of the beautiful plants here. You can see two of them. There's one, there's another. I've seen all types of insects in there, mosquitoes, flies, you name it. This is my other tomato, and it's so full. It was just falling over, and my husband, he just manhandled it and pushed it back in off the walk. Now this is a container that I have full of water, and that's how much rain that has been gathered in the last day or two. And we might not get that much rain for this week, so I'm just leaving that there so that I can water the plants that I really want to get some extra water, that I'll be able to give it to them. And I'm just loving this. I know sometimes I just show the same thing over and over again if you watch some of my videos, but each time I come out, it just gets more beautiful as we go along. These marigolds and these kale. The kale is so beautiful here. I don't see any holes in them. It just is so nice. I want it to grow up and be thick because I want them to last throughout the winter as well. So right in this section 2, I have my okra. And the reason why I rave about okra and growing okra is because I've been trying to grow okra in my garden for the last 3 years. And I had not been successful with the process. But this year, I think I understand the okra plant. And it is producing for me. Look at this. This is crimson spineless okra. And I'm getting a lot of okra pods. My family, we're from the West Indies, and my husband loves okra. And so to have this, I'm just hoping to gather enough of them that we can put it into some of the dishes that he loves to create, because he loves to cook. And I just love the leaf. I just love this arrangement myself here, how it looks with the leaves of the pumpkins. And hopefully I will get some pumpkins this year. These are the sweet pie pumpkins here. And then I planted some of my porcelain pumpkins in here. I had planted some earlier, but it was, they're not doing as well. But I'm hoping that we have enough time to get some beautiful pumpkins from these plants that are tucked in here. Because soon I'm going to move this out a little bit, and it seems to love it here because it's really been growing. So I'm hoping. And then I had my cucumbers here that I had gotten cucumbers earlier in the season. I have 2 types of cucumber plants. One is the pickling kind, and now this one is more like the market size cucumber, and I really haven't had anything from them, but I can see that they love this spot, and hopefully they will produce, because it's just traveling. And I'm just trying to be observant to see if any are hanging and get some. Yeah, get them. And then the corn has been doing good. I don't think they're going to be big though. For some reason they don't seem so big, but I just love the look anyway. Yeah. This hedge is a beast on the side garden. We had cut this down all the way down to fence level, and I trimmed and so forth, and it just keeps on growing with the rain and the sun. It's just a happy year. So we've got our work cut out for us here, but in the meantime it serves as a backdrop to this bed. And my Cleome is loving this corner. These are self-seeded Cleome volunteers from last year. And I have here my fig tree that I propagated about 2 years ago. And I have a story to tell about that if you haven't heard the story of the fig trees. And it is fruiting, which is so nice. It's amazing how this side of the garden has matured and filled out so fully. The bees are just loving it. Look at the bees. They love the bee balm. Bees, hummingbirds. If you want to get bees and hummingbirds in your garden, plant yourself some bee balm and they will come. They do love it. It's amazing. I have two different sections of purple phlox, and this section here bloomed first, and this one second. And at the time I'm like, well, how come they're not blooming at the same time? But I'm glad they didn't do that, because now I get to experience the fullness of this batch of purple phlox. Well, my elephant ear is loving this spot and loving the weather, the rain, and just thriving so well here. And also my zinnias. It's actually doing what I want it to do, which is to cover you know, I don't want you to necessarily see the tomato cage that I have there holding them up. And it's spreading out, and I can see some new growth, some new flower buds, flower heads that are happening here. So soon it's going to be just nice and full. And I love the sizes. I love the single zinnias. I love zinnias. Zinnias are one of my favorite summer flowers. And then this one. And it's from a pack of seeds from the Dollar Tree. I just have to rave about the Dollar Tree seeds and their zinnia seeds. It's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. The company needs to be applauded, I think, because they offer those of us who can't buy a lot of expensive seeds. We can afford the Dollar Tree for $4 seeds and have a beautiful, productive garden. Now here, and I planted this tomato plant because I had an extra plant and I didn't know where to put it. And look at that. It is producing some beautiful tomatoes. I just come through and pick them. And it just adds to the garden here. It's like a surprise. Tomatoes in a formal part of my garden. Well, semi-formal part of the garden. Yeah. And then I have my cosmos, which are beautiful. I love this. And this is from a pack of Dollar Tree seeds too. But these are volunteers. They came back from last year. And look at the arrangement. And I didn't even plan this. That verbena there is from 2 years ago, a volunteer that has returned as well. And the purple on purple, it's just beautiful. just love this transformation that's happened on this side, the other side of the garden. So this is where we are. We're on the other side of this border. And my 4 o'clocks have definitely bloomed. They're blooming and opening up. I love the color. And it's so good with the zinnia and the hibiscus. Oh, the color scheme is just pretty. And I love this. This cleome is just so pretty. Look at it. This side of the garden, this side I call my jewel garden, this area, and it has not disappointed. The colors, the different plants, it's really come out and it's showing off. The purples, because you can think of amethyst, right? The red, ruby, the white, mother of pearl, the pinks, morganite, the yellows, yeah, the oranges, citrine, deep citrine, and the pinks. It's just beautiful. Definitely jewel colors. I love it. I love it. This is the other side of the garden, and it's doing very, very well. I just love how the pumpkin is trailing through, and I actually see 2 pumpkins developing. There's one right there. There's one, and I think the other one is right up here. It's kind of hidden. But that is such a good thing, because I was thinking that I wasn't going to get any pumpkins at all. But it looks like it's coming. And the corn on this side is growing nice and tall. So it's exciting to see when you put in the effort that you can get results, good positive results. I want to thank you for joining me here at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together. And I hope that you enjoyed this Sunday morning walk around, and that you will like and subscribe to the channel. It is a labor of love here. We are not It is a cottage style garden, and we do enjoy working and sharing the garden with you. So come on and join us here at Catherine's Garden and Home. If you like this video, then comment down below and let me know what you liked. What section or part of my garden do you like the most? And also like, share, and subscribe to Catherine's Garden and Home for more videos. I love to do the garden walks, and I don't want you to miss any of them that are still coming up for the rest of this beautiful gardening season of 2024. And thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye. Here at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together.